What's up, guys? Welcome to Feedback Friday number 4. How are you? It's been a while since I've done these. Been on paternity leave. I'm still focusing on our new baby, which is awesome. I got the chat window here. Hey, good to see you guys. Hey, Nicholas, you're always here. Thanks for being such a great fan. Here we go. Hello. It's unlocked. Yep, that's right. All right. I wanted to do this, and we got 2 really solid games by 2 really solid devs here. And yeah, I've been looking forward to playing these 2 games, and we're going to try something out I've never tried before. I want to interview the devs while I play. And so I've set up a little private Discord channel, and I hope latency isn't an issue, and it should work. Like, I don't see why it wouldn't. There might be like delay from the visuals that we're talking about, but it should like be a normal conversation. Hey, welcome. I'm looking dope, thanks. I have the longest hair ever. Haven't gotten a haircut. Our babysitter, that, you know, my wife works too, so we get a babysitter part-time, or a nanny. She caught COVID, so it's been kind of difficult getting stuff done. And then last night I spent hours working on new custom artwork, which I can't talk about, but a really, really cool opportunity happened for the first tree, and I had to make all this new custom artwork, so maybe I'll talk about it soon. But yeah, life's good, and thanks, Josh. You're the first time attender here at Feedback Fridays. And just so you guys know, Feedback Friday is for the premium online school students of Game Dev Unlocked. And on our private Discord community, we talk about the games we're making. We give marketing tips. We share with each other like playable beta builds and stuff. And then part of the thing I like to do is at least like once a month, I play the games on Game Dev Unlocked on the YouTube stream. And the big thing I want you guys to do is I want you to wishlist these 2 games, because these are 2 really amazing games. And I hope we'll learn something about the development and the marketing for these 2, because they're really well marketed as well. And we'll take a look at their Steam pages, and we'll hear what the devs have to say. But yeah, I guess we should get started. Check out Game Dev Unlocked. If you ever would like me to play your game and to join this amazing community where we try to make the best games together, we'd love to have you. We just had a big Black Friday sale. I think I disabled those coupons, but I think there's another coupon floating around on YouTube on one of my videos. I think it's 30% off. So yeah, if being part of something like this, like Feedback Friday, is cool, then I encourage you to check out the school, which is really something I've spent the last 2 years working really, really hard on. It's been awesome. All right, how many viewers we got? We got 92. Man, that's a lot. Every stream it keeps growing and growing. It's really awesome. These used to be, when I first started the channel, it was maybe 15 people. So yeah, we're going up. We're going up. All right, the first game, and this game I'm really excited about, is by a developer from Denmark. His name is Mads, and his company name is Laumania. Hopefully I got that right. And I'm really excited for this game because it's a fun, like, accessible simulator game about fireworks. And I do want to clarify, he's been working on this game for 2 years. And so he's an experienced developer. He did not join Game Dev Unlocked and like made this from scratch, but he did join to help with his marketing efforts. And I know, like, yeah, we'll talk to Mads about it. But yeah, he joined GDU for the marketing help, but also he's found a lot of methods and systems that have worked for him. And it's like, I don't want to curse anything. It's looking like Fireworks Mania will hit the front page of Steam. I'm feeling confident about that because he has a lot of wish lists. His game is going viral on YouTube, and it's awesome. Like, he's a really talented developer. He's also like, he works full time. He has a full-time day job, which is what I did during the first tree, and he has 2 children. So yeah, he reminds me a lot of myself, except I'm from America, he's from Denmark. But he's a really talented developer, and this game looks awesome. And so I haven't played it. That's the big thing about Feedback Friday, is I really want to give my first hands-on impression. So I open them for 1 minute to make sure that they work, and then that's it. Then I just open the game and I just give a stream of consciousness of thoughts to see how the game's doing, or like how the game is like working for me and if I'm understanding it. But yeah, this is a fun simulator game called Fireworks Mania. Oh yeah, let me show you guys this. Let's go to the screen. All right, Fireworks Mania by Laumania, and his Steam page it's really good. He's got really colorful Steam capsule art. Can you guys hear that? The trailer jumps right into the action, and it's fast cuts. It's just, you can tell like it's kind of goofy. It's kind of like Vacation Simulator. It's kind of like that same kind of style, which is fun. The music's funny. And like who doesn't? And the hook is so good. I don't think there's been a game like this before. Maybe not at this level. And it's just the hook is like everyone loves blowing up stuff. And so to do that here and like upgrade your fireworks and stuff. Already and like I love the shot of the house right there. It's just like, oh, like this is a simulator. It's going to be fun. And I'm sure you can upgrade your stuff and you get the satisfaction of blowing everything up. So yeah, and also check out his YouTube channel. You guys should definitely subscribe to Laumania. He has some really great devlogs. Link in the description. So yeah, definitely subscribe to him. And please wishlist his game. He would really appreciate that because his launch is in 12 days. Oh my goodness. That's exciting. Yeah, and something else to keep in mind. I didn't do this for my game, but now it's a really common thing. I'll do it for my next game for sure. Put GIFs in your description. Do you guys see this right here? Definitely put GIFs there, especially like the best GIFs, the ones that have resonated most on social media. This is the best place to put them. Every good game page has GIFs now. So yeah, should we play? We're gonna play Fireworks Mania, and I'm gonna play for a little bit by myself, and then we're gonna talk to the developer Mads. All right, let's try this out. Fireworks is not a toy. Good, you got the legal disclaimer. That's cool. You got the tip screen and the loading. All right. The first thing I always do when I open up a new game, I go to settings and I just make sure everything's good. I have a 3080, but streaming might mess it up, so I'm gonna put it on very high. And yeah, this is looking cool. Okay, I'd be like, that's cool. That's looking good. And this is like another tip of mine I give is the first thing people see of your game is the main menu. And games like Manifold Garden, they put so much work into the main menu because it sets the tone for the rest of the experience. And I like this. You can kind of like, I don't know if you can hear it. You can kind of hear like the fireworks. Oh shoot, I lost it. I was adjusting volume. You can kind of like hear like the fireworks in the background and stuff, which is cool. So yeah, I think, and oh look, you got buttons here, which is pretty cool. It's kind of hard to see with my lower thirds, but this is nice. It's looking good. So yeah, I'm just gonna dive in. Fireworks Mania. Ooh, town or ranch? I'm gonna do town. And I've never played this. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself with the controls. So F for flashlight. This is cool. It just drops you in. And I know like this is still early access. But maybe, yeah, like some tutorial of some kind. Maybe I'm going to get a tutorial. I don't know. So if I hit tab for inventory. Amazing Granny. Okay, oh, this is cool. See, I love the controls on like the right-hand side of the screen. That's really helpful. You can turn flashlight, and that's something I didn't do with my game, and I just think every game should have that now, is just little like keys telling you what to push, like what actions are available. Because I've noticed playing AAA games, they always like will tell you if you can do something. They won't let you guess like what button to push. So that's kind of a new interesting thing I'm seeing in games all over. So if I hit spawn, and oh, if I spawn static, okay, cool. Now I guess I need to, do I need to light it somehow? Okay, I can zoom by pushing the middle mouse button. And then tools, do I go to Q? Oh, okay, okay, cool. I like that. So if I hold on to it, it's like a little scroll wheel. Fuse connection tool. Oh, okay, I'm starting to see what this is about. Physics tool. I'm just gonna play with that first. Okay. And then I like how the controls update on the right hand side. So if I can freeze it, and that's kind of the same as spawning on static, so that's good. That's like, it makes sense to me, like just intuitively what the controls do. Right click means like static, like we'll freeze it. But this is cool. I wonder, oh, can I like, okay, I can change it over here. Can I rotate? Oh, if I hold E. Oh, this is really like polished system so far. And I can grab it. Okay, that's all right. So there we go. I like, this is simple. It's not overwhelming me, and that's a good sign. Empty, clear hand. Empty your hands so you have a better view. And I'm waiting to like set them off. I want to, but I'm just getting excited for all this. Okay. Oh, so you can connect them. Oh wait, does that work? Okay. And I'm just guessing. Like, I guess it doesn't. Okay, it works if I have it highlighted. This is really good UI so far. I'm really impressed. Like, I get what's going on. So if I were to, do I have to like confirm it? Or if I hit cancel, will it get rid of the whole thing? Oh, okay. All right, I guess I should do it. Are you guys ready? Okay, let's try it. Am I doing this right? Or where is this fuse? Okay, I got it. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, maybe I did something wrong here. Oh, I kind of... Oh, the lighting is fun. That's what, like... I'm assuming it's going to be, like, deferred lighting in Unity. So you can have, like, tons of lights and there's no performance decrease, really. I kind of want it to go faster. I wonder if I can control the speed that way. Oh, got it. You got to do it a little bit. Is that going to go? This is fun. It is. It's a sandbox game, right? It's like, it takes inspiration from Gary's mod as much as Vacation or Job Simulator. You know what I mean? So, okay, I think I'm getting it. I will say, I don't know if I'm being a total noob, but when I started lighting it, I wasn't going for the middle of the screen, like right there. I was going like where the flame is. I don't know if that's a good, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just thought I had to like put the flame right up to the firework, but I didn't know there was like a magnet ability where it goes straight to it, which is cool. That works great. Yeah, I'm just curious. Like, the mechanics are here. Like, this is a good, interesting game. Okay, let's keep, okay, let's go to cakes. Let's go to town. So if I just spawn, and what else? And this is like these huge games that have gotten so big as like Totally Accurate Battlefield Simulator, Totally Accurate Battleground Simulator. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? That game has been so insanely popular, like solo developer, and it made tens of millions of dollars. Some guy just wasn't expecting it, and he woke up to millions of dollars in his bank account. And it was because it's a sandbox game like Gary's mod, where you just have no idea what's going to happen. You want to try to break it. Honestly, you're just like, okay, that one firework is cool. I want to do 500 fireworks and see what happens. And that could be like a powerful motivator. Powerful like word of mouth. So props, we got crates, why not? And then I can freeze them too, which is kind of cool. That'd be cool. You could like build like scaffolding to like launch fireworks. Okay, so if I go to Q. Okay, is that working? And I like how true fireworks fashion, you need to leave. Oh. This is very satisfying. That's a nice touch. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh man. That was hilarious. This screen shake. That's been my favorite touch so far. Oh, I like how they disappear like that. They kind of shrink. That screen shake when I started walking up to it. Is there gonna be? I wonder if there's health. Like, can I kill myself in this game? That's like the next thing I think of. Or like, okay, can I kill myself then? I don't think I can. I will say, like, my immediate desire is to like try to blow up the city. I'm not saying that's the point of this game. I'm just saying, like, that's what I would want to do next. So, Mads, use that information any way you want. Yeah, this is cool. I think I'm getting, like, the spirit of this game. Oh, there's the... Oh, I did these. So, I wonder, like, if they're lit close to each other, like, will they light other parts, like, other fireworks? Because that's what it seemed like with those other launchers. Because that'd be cool. You could create like a, what is it, a rune Glyphberg machine, like little like domino effect. Oh, you got the jump. So this is cool. I think I'm getting. Am I Doom Boom? All right. I have no idea how big this is. Cool. Okay. The next thing I'd want to do is I'd want to... Oh, wait. No. I want to... And then... A propane tank. That's kind of tempting. Actually, what would be funnier is a flamingo. So I don't want to freeze it. I want to make sure it's normal. Okay. And I like how it has the name. Okay. Do you see him? This reminds me of a kid. This is... Oh, there was a PewDiePie. Is that what you guys were saying? Wand of Wizard. Oh, I wonder if the developer... Okay, I'm trying the PewDiePie. I wonder if the developer... Man, that's genius. That's what Thomas Brush did in Pinstripe. He had all these YouTube stars voice the game, because who doesn't want to be in a video game and voice it? And then that's how he had, like, Jacksepticeye and PewDiePie play his game, was because they acted in it, which is cool. That's a really good idea. The PewDiePie. Oh, man, if PewDiePie played this, you could quit. Oh. If PewDiePie played this, you could probably quit your job, Mads. Okay, this is cool. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, people are saying, go in the house. This is cool. Okay. And this looks like the Cinti low poly pack, which they're awesome. Like, use assets. Get your game finished. I love it when developers use assets, like asset packs like this. And they put their own unique twist on it, which is the fireworks simulator. This is cool. Man, I just had the thought how cool it would be to play co-op with friends, which that is a lot. I'm not saying anyone should do that for their first or second or third game. That's too much. But maybe like years down the line when you're like super professional, you're really experienced with using like Photon for Unity, like you could make a multiplayer game like this, a simulator type of multiplayer game, and that would make the word of mouth go even more crazy. That's what happened with Phasmophobia. You guys been playing Phasmophobia? It's one of my favorite games of the year. And again, like, it's solo developer from London or like the UK or something. And he used Photon or like Bolt for Unity, which makes online setup and scaling servers really, really, really easy. And it's just, he's made, I don't know, $50 million in a month. But you shouldn't expect that for your first game. But his game blew up because it was multiplayer and the servers worked, and it was just a good idea. Is that supposed to be? Someone's telling me to look in the toilet on the chat, so I guess that's why. Little low poly turd. This is cool. It's fun, like, and I just love exploring 3D environments. That's what I'm just a sucker for. But this is exciting. I love how big this town is. This is awesome. Maybe I should join Mads and we can talk to him about his game. And hopefully it will work. So hold on a second. Let's join. And we are going to hear from Mads, the developer of Fireworks Mania. All right. Can you hear me, Mads?
Yep. And I muted the stream, so I think this will work.
Awesome. No, thanks for coming on. I'm having a blast so far with your game. It is so much fun.
Yeah, you said in the beginning you needed a tutorial, but as you saw, you really didn't. And that's kind of on purpose. No, I really tried to make it intuitive, and that's also the feedback I'm getting. For instance, you mentioned these tooltips to the right here, and that's actually something I added because I was actually seeing people, of course, not figuring out the game, figuring out the controls. I had this, standard how to play thing with the controls in, but nobody watches that. You need it right at hand. So that was something I did based on the videos I saw of the game. Now we jumped straight into it, but I had a demo of the game on Steam since January, and people playing that a lot, putting up videos, and I'm watching them, of course, getting all the feedback that they say, but also all the feedback that they don't say. Like I could see they have a problem, and I could kind of see many people doing the same mistakes, quote unquote, meaning I did something wrong. So I changed that, like the controls here. So I benefited very much from these videos of the game.
Yeah, so that feedback's been helpful. What I'm curious what the intention is. If you want it to be like pure sandbox, or do you want to add objectives and leveling up and unlockables?
Yeah, well, because as you said in the beginning, I have been doing games before. I've been doing games in my spare time for the past like 15 or 16 years or something like that. Not like full time. I had years break where my kids were small and stuff like that. But in general, I've been doing games in my spare time for all these years. So I've done a lot of unfinished games, and I also did a few finished games. And scope creep is always a problem. So this time I really wanted to do something different. And so I set out to do a sandbox. That's it. Sandbox where you play with fireworks. No missions, no challenges, no multiplayer, no nothing. Because, it's so easy to come up with all these ideas, but it takes like months and years to do this. So I wanted to know if people wanted to play a game like this before spending all that time. So that's what I'm doing now. Releasing the game, figuring out if people want to play it, and then just basically continue as I have done for the past 2 years, updating game, adding stuff. That's my plan.
That's really cool. That you had to be honest with yourself and say, "Hey, I can't do everything."
Yeah, exactly.
But it's okay to do a small thing. Like, it's not small. This is a really big game, but like, there's the temptation to add all that stuff I was just saying. And I think as a player, that's like my inclination, is just to be like, hey, where's like where's more stuff? I want more stuff. And you have to, like, as a developer, you have to put your foot down and say, hey, this is what I can make, but it can still be fun. It can still be a high quality experience and product.
Yeah, I'm trying to create a polished small game. Also, it says in the description that it's a small game. It's a small casual game because that's what it is. But that doesn't mean that it's a short game, I have people in the community playing, they have like plus 30, plus 40 hours in the demo of playtime, because there is this big city, and then I put some different Easter eggs in it, so they kind of found that and hunted that down. I can also show you something in a moment, but that was also something I added to see if that did anything, and people really want to hunt these hidden things. So it's not a gameplay thing. It's just Easter eggs that people that really, the hardcore ones, really go and look for. Then of course now when it's blowing up on YouTube, people know where most of them, at least one of them, people already wrote that in the chat I saw, but there's a big fireworks in one of the houses, and people kind of see that on videos, and so they know where it is. But I, of course, continue adding minor fun stuff like that.
That's cool. We've talked before because this developer Mads, he's on Game Dev Unlocked on the Discord server, and I know, Mads, you've said this game is really different from my games because I make story-driven adventure games, but I'm hearing what you're saying, and it makes perfect sense to me because that's one of the reasons I think my game, The First Tree, works. It's because it's just an exploration game where you're trying to uncover Easter eggs, and in my case, you're like unlocking bits of story. But what you're doing in your game is you're hiding these Easter eggs, and you want people to find them because it's satisfying. It is you feel like you found out a secret, and I've heard people describe games like that, calling them secret box, like mystery box games, where you want to find out everything. You want to like look around every corner because you want to find some hidden piece of content. In this case, it could be like, like fireworks blowing up a house, which sounds really awesome. Like I would spend 30 minutes looking for that house, or like watching my favorite streamer, and it makes people want to keep uncovering things and looking for stuff in your game because it's like what other mysteries lie around the corner. Like they just
exactly.
want to keep
and that's
looking.
Also why I've spent a lot of time. I spend time on important small details that makes sense, because when people discover that, for instance, there's a little sign there that says closed COVID. If you go back to the store, okay, I'm a little behind here.
I saw.
I just put in a little COVID closed sign just for the fun of it. Oh yeah, did you see that box thing?
Yeah, and I just noticed. Here's the Game Dev Unlocked. This is a nice shout out from Mads. I love this. Thanks for doing this. It's got my branding, got the fox and the green.
Yeah, I did that fox in 3D and I'm very new in Blender, so I that's also a different thing we can share with other fellow game developers. As you saw here, I'm using the Cinti Studios because that gives me a good base for visuals. And then I have customized a lot of them, as you will see in a moment. I can show you. But I'm using it as a base because I'm a developer, so Blender is new to me, and I know I can never make everything in Blender at all. So I use this as kind of a foundation, and then I spend my Blender time on the unique things in my game, which is the fireworks, which I have created by myself in Blender.
Right, it fits great. I wouldn't even notice.
Yeah, I try to, and that's also, I like the low poly style, but I also knew that I had to pick a style where I could kind of, make something that looked like that fit in, right? So, yeah.
That's awesome. No, I'm loving it. I think, and I'd love to hear a little bit about how you've marketed it, because it's pure sandbox game, and you're focusing on, like having like the PewDiePie like the firework and everything. So this, I think this has huge potential. Like I'll be surprised. I don't want to jinx anything, but I feel like it will get to the front page of Steam on launch day.
Yeah, I hope so. It's looking, well, I don't have anything to compare to, of course, because I never did a game that have gotten this much attention. But one thing of the marketing is actually is the game itself. Let me tell you how it started just quickly so people understand. Like 2 years ago, it was around New Year's Eve, and my oldest son was asking me if I could help him find a game where he could play around with fireworks, because he have an age where fireworks is fun, and we fire off real fireworks together, but you can't do crazy stuff with that in real life, of course.
Right.
So he asked me, can we find a game where I can do that? And I was thinking, yeah, of course, let's find a game. So we searched and found some old VR games that were kind of outdated, and we also found the game called Fireworks Simulator, which is actually a more like professional, where you set it up and then you watch it on a distance, and that's basically it. You spend time timing it to music. And he was 10 or 11 years at that point, and he didn't want to do that. He wanted some hands-on. That he clearly said that I want first person, and I want mouse and keyboard because that's what I have. So we couldn't find it. And then, because I've done games before, I was like, why haven't anybody created this game? People know fireworks. Everybody know fireworks in real life, right? Yeah. Most people thought about blowing something up. Why not do that in a game? So it sounds really, obvious, I guess, when I say it now. But apparently nobody did it before. Well, there are some mods to Gmod. That's the closest one, but really there wasn't any. So I started this, and normally when I do games and show it to my kids, they kind of say, yeah, that's fine, and then they go again. But this time, even though it was a very, very simple first prototype, I kind of had I had difficulty getting my computer back after they tried it, because they wanted to try this one and they want to try this and does this. And back then it was basically just a flat surface with 3 boxes and some missiles acting like rockets. So I was kind of like, okay, maybe I'm onto something here. So I kept developing it because I could kind of see, okay, if they want to play it, there are most likely other people. And then, as I thought more about it, I could also see, okay, this game might actually market itself by being a game like this, in itself. And I could see, this being, again, comparing to your game, for instance, other story games, nothing wrong about them. But the problem with story-driven games, as I see it, and YouTubers, streamers, is that if you've seen a stream of a guy playing a game with a story, you're most likely not gonna buy it and play it yourself. In many cases, I guess. I don't know, but I guess. Whereas this game, hopefully, that's my hope, people see it, they say, why didn't he try this? Why didn't he do that? Or that looks fun, I want to try that too. And then hopefully they will buy it and try it out themselves. Because there are literally almost endless possibilities, because it's physics-based, because it's a sandbox. It's basically your imagination that sets limits, of course, of also the stuff I put into the game. But so marketing-wise, after a year of development, spare time again, meaning the end of 2019, my youngest son said, well, why don't you send it to these 2 Danish YouTubers that he watched a lot? Just go off the edge, you will respawn.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
You will respawn. Because again, I've seen people playing the demo, and they do that, so I knew. Anyway, so he said, send it to these 2 YouTubers. So I said, okay, let's send it to them. And they both picked it up, and I could see on their faces that they liked it, and I could see in the comments on these videos and the views that the viewers also liked it. So there I kind of knew, okay, let's do this a little more serious, and let's really try and make this good. And then I published the demo in the beginning of 2020 on Steam. And you said before, remember, I'm a little behind at the stream, so I don't know if I'm answering something that happened before. But
I'm listening. I'm just messing around while you talk.
Yeah, that's fine. Stuff will ignite each other, by the way.
It's awesome.
If they're close enough.
It's hilarious. I saw the pizza. I saw the pizza on the roof. Reminded me of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, exactly. But talking about the customization or changing the assets, if you go to the gas station, that's another thing, because this demo that I first put out on Steam, I put in and I don't know if this is a tip or if this was just due to the game being as it is, but in the menu I put a little permission to stream and make videos. So I wrote in the menu that you had the permissions to do videos and streams, and I don't know if that did anything, But I imagine that maybe somebody thought, well, I feel a little special. I have the permission to do it, so I do it. At least a lot of people put up, and still do put up videos of the demo. And that's and all these videos I'm watching, as I also said before, I'm watching them and seeing where people go wrong. And one thing that everybody started doing, actually, basically, your whole intro kind of describes exactly what 99% of everybody do. They try out the fireworks, watch it, learn the controls first, try some fireworks, and then go on to want to destroy stuff. And what everybody also doing is going to the gas station. So try and go to the gas station and fill it up with not the next to the the gas pumps. If you go there and fill it up with some fireworks, and then just ignite one of the big cakes, and then step back, you will see.
Like these, I got these rockets. The slammer. Should I just light it next to the pump?
Take the batteries because they do more damage, and are more. The rockets fly away, so they don't do damage where they explode.
So
you can also just put some propane tanks. That's also fine.
Cake? Will a cake work?
Yeah, take the messenger cake. Just spawn like 10 messenger cakes or something like that.
Okay. This is fun. No, you're totally right. That's something I can improve with my games. Is play testing is essential. And I was really quiet about it until PAX, and that's when I saw people actually start playing my game, and it changed everything.
Yeah, you learn so much about watching people play.
Is it blowing up?
I'm a little behind, but depending on, it's physics-based and based on a lot of different parameters, so it's never the same. But if this doesn't work, we need to do a little more damage.
I like the clouds lighting up too. The lighting effects are great.
Yeah, that's also a thing I learned. I wanted this game to be more fun than realistic, but I wanted, and I've quickly figured out that also in the beginning, that the fireworks needed to be somewhat realistic and the sounds needed to be good, because that's super important. For being convinced, about take one of the propane tanks and throw some 10 propane tanks next to the gas station or next to the pumps there. It's because you are way too polite for most people. They just fill it all up with stuff. But people go around and then they suddenly figure out that things break into pieces, and then they will figure out, what can I do?
Oh my gosh! I wasn't sure it was gonna blow up, but yeah.
Oh, okay. It definitely
I'm a
little
blew
behind,
up. No,
but you need to go away. Yeah, okay.
That's such a good moment, like, because you would, that from play testing, so you can play into those expectations and just get a good laugh out of people.
Exactly. I kind of know where people are going, so I can kind of, even though it's a game that feels free, and it is free, I kind of know what people will do, so I try and yeah.
That's
and
awesome.
Be prepared for that.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I think that's great. I was gonna ask one question. Like, it is sandbox, and it makes perfect sense that you're leaning into that. I could see like something people getting really into would be Steam achievements with a game like this. Are you doing that?
At launch here, at release, there is no achievements. There are no workshop or anything. I'm really, really trying to keep it as basic as possible to be able to do it. And then afterwards, I need to figure out where the community is kind of going. What are they asking for the most, and what do I think really makes most sense? I actually think the next thing, without promising anything, I think the ability to save your shows, your fireworks setups, and load them again. That first, and then later being able to share it with others will be a huge thing. I guess that would be some of the next big things I need to look into. And then I also have a lot of other minor stuff. Like I kind of got the idea that I want to have an extinguisher tool, so you actually have to put out the fire yourself just for fun, because that people expect that. They don't expect it to go out by itself as it does now. And then also that extinguisher tool could have some kind of force to it, so you could also use it to kind of push things around just because it's fun. So that's the idea now. But I'm adding fireworks, I'm adding stuff all the time. That's the plan. And then we might end up with some multiplayer or whatever as time goes on.
Very cool. That's exciting. And I did want to hear about your marketing efforts, because like you said, on Game Dev Unlocked in the school, I talk a lot about Reddit and Imager and social media. And maybe that's helped you a little bit, but it sounds like other avenues have helped you the most market Fireworks Mania.
I think everything combined did something, because it actually started all the way back when I started the game, like really when I had like nothing. You can also see the first video on my channel. That's literally when I started up Unity and put in the first things in a little time lapse thing, and that was because leading up to this, I was kind of researching, okay, how to do this different this time. And starting a YouTube channel was one of the things, because I could see that was what the cool kids did. So I started doing a YouTube channel at the same time as I did the game. And that's where I found you later on, and all the other guys. But that was one thing, having a YouTube channel. And the thing is that, yes, it puts your game out there, but it also teaches you how to do video editing and kind of sell your game. Not that I'm perfect at it at all, but you get better at marketing your game in a video because you're doing it all the time for your own channel.
Right.
And then you reuse that knowledge when you do the trailer, when you do GIFs, when you do other stuff. And that also means that now when remember, I've done this for 2 years, and it's first now that it's really starting to, blow up. And that means hopefully that all the new people coming into my channel now see, a whole backlog catalog of devlogs. So they can see, okay, this guy has been going for a while, this is consistent stuff. I think it adds some credibility somehow, that it shows that there's a real person actually doing this continuously. So getting to Imager and Twitter and GIFs, I've done that and have something that it works okay, and I've done it a lot of times. But now that I'm getting close to release, what has really kicked it off now is, well, the game itself. I have to be honest, the game itself is the biggest thing. This would never happen if I did some game that wasn't as appealing, apparently. So the game itself is the biggest marketing asset, really, I think. But what I did lately is that I contacted, I got contacted by an indie marketing company. And then at the same time as they were sending out some news to all their contacts, I was also running an ad campaign on Keymailer, and then got a lot of YouTubers and content creators interested, and got over 700 key requests in a week on Keymailer.
Wow.
I don't know if that's good or bad. I think it was pretty crazy.
Sounds good.
And it wasn't, there was a lot of fake channels like that have either 0 subscribers or a lot of subscribers but have really 0 views. So you need to be aware of that. But there were also very, very large channels between. And then here the 1st of December, no, 2nd December, I think, 1st of December, I started sending out keys to people. And then some of the bigger YouTubers, because they got a key, started playing. And then last Monday, I got contacted by the biggest YouTuber I've played the game so far, which is a very big YouTuber that I didn't know. But he reached out to me after watching another guy play the game. And he was super nice and really into the game. And I've chatted a lot with him on Twitter afterwards.
Cool.
And he put up a video. And that make that spike thing that some of you may be seeing in the Discord, but I got over 1,200 wishlists in one day from that video.
Wow, 1,200. That's excellent.
Yeah. So that was pretty crazy. He have 4.8 million subscribers, and the video have I think it have a little over 500,000 or 600,000 views now, and it was published Wednesday or something like that. So pretty crazy.
When you said it's the game itself, we have to be honest, it's the game itself that really is the best marketing tool, and I couldn't agree more. And I think that's something I noticed with the first tree, was it appealed to a certain super fan of those kinds of games, namely the people that loved Journey, they loved Firewatch, and they also loved Foxes, which I didn't really expect. I didn't expect that. And that's what happened on my launch day, or a few weeks prior. I was just checking Twitter, and I noticed I was followed by someone named Stacy Plays. I was like, oh, who's that? Whoa, 500,000 followers on Twitter, and then it was 1.5 million subscribers on YouTube. And she, I never approached her. She came up to me, and she followed me on Twitter and says, hey, can I play this? I'd love to release a video of your game on launch day. And, it was just funny to me because I had worked so hard to contact hundreds of streamers and YouTubers, but they didn't really care because it wasn't their kind of game. But that's why in Game Dev Unlocked, a lot of people, they'll ask me, hey, can I get access to the school? But I just want the marketing section because I'm having a really hard time marketing my game. And I'm like, yeah, the marketing section can help you. But honestly, what matters more is the two things that you need to know before your game even starts production. And that's what's the hook and what is the visual style going to look like. Those are the most important marketing things, for most indie developers. And so when someone says, hey, no one's buying my game, streamers aren't responding, they're not playing it, but their game is it's just something that's been done to death, or it's a really simple platformer with nothing to differentiate itself, they have a hard time finding an audience. And that's why starting from the very beginning of picking the right idea, picking something that's you can do, doing a sandbox game instead of a really intense multiplayer version of this fireworks game, it's the right call because people are still having a great time and it's still going to gain an audience and stuff. So it's just it starts.
Yeah, and also remember that I tested out the game, on my kids and stuff like that. And if they have just didn't care or was kind of yeah, that's fine, doesn't care, I might have stopped. It's also okay to stop a project if it really doesn't work. Sometimes you also have to be kind of consistent and say, okay, I really believe this will work.
Yeah.
But you should have some kind of indicator that this will work. But actually the marketing stuff that you said, I got that from your videos and the course about this, making these GIFs that looks nice, and people cannot stop scrolling and they cannot keep scrolling. They want to watch that GIF. Oh. I actually have.
I just lit the barn on fire. I wasn't expecting that.
I actually have a problem with doing that with this game. The problem with this game, especially early on, is that because it's a fireworks game, it's often going on at night. So it's hard to make a good GIF of a night scene. It becomes very dark. There's no bright colors or anything, and it's hard to really capture. You can capture the fireworks, of course, but I still have a hard time making that work. But now with the fire and the effects and all that, I think I can do some more, appealing gifts maybe. And I think what gets people into my game at first is the fireworks word, because we all know that. And Mania, okay, what's that? And then they go in and then they see the trailer, the silly trailer you saw before.
Yeah.
And that kind of sets the tone because it is a silly game,
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be super realistic, it's supposed to be fun. And something that some people will play for half an hour and then come back 6 months later, pay half an hour or something like that. And other people will, go around and play around with all the mechanics and try out all the stuff and find Easter eggs and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's awesome. I'm really anticipating a successful release. You're doing everything right. Yeah, please keep us updated on how launch goes and how we can help you market it, because I think doing that big launch, what I call like the launch blitz checklist, that's what will help, is like get as much attention as possible, and it's just to catch the attention of the algorithm, the Steam algorithm. And I think it has that hook. It has that you see it and you're like, that looks like fun. And if everyone else is playing it, people will it will be an impulse buy immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, so, and I also try to keep the price I've tried to hit a price where people are exactly, not being too cheap so people think it's garbage, and not be, right. And being and also be as cheap so people just, say, okay, I have to try that. So this will be on launch day will be 9.99 euros, which is the same price point as the 11.99 US dollars.
Great, yeah.
So I hope that's a okay price range. Of course, there's always somebody thinking it's too expensive or something like that, but a lot of people also thought it would be more expensive. So I hope that's also to kind of set expectations, in kind of the middle, so people hopefully get, feel they get more than they thought they would. And one question I want to ask you about the marketing, because I see some people, and I can't remember if you did something, if it was your videos, but you can either let's say you send out keys to YouTubers and then have an embargo saying you cannot publish videos until launch day, for instance. I think many people do that. But I have done the opposite. Not the opposite, but I've done something more similar to what Teardown has done, which is send out the game to YouTubers prior to launch. So that, and my idea with that, and my hope is that more people will know about the game at launch day, and it have longer time to build up a wish list. And then hopefully have that, that peak or that a lot of traffic, on launch day, because I have hopefully many wish lists.
Right.
But it's two different approaches. I can't remember, what did you do with the first three?
I hear what you're saying, and I think it could work. Like, I'm not saying it wouldn't. I did an embargo because what I've learned with all my online marketing experience is that if there isn't a hyperlink, if there's not a link in an article or at the bottom of a YouTube video, people will say, they'll see the game and they'll be like, oh, that's cool, but then they won't click on it later. This is just a generalization. I think your method of just having them play and then just get people excited as early as possible, I think the benefit of that is people will forget. They'll be like, oh, did that fireworks game come out? I don't know. I don't remember. But you'll find the number one fans, and that's if I think this only works if the game is good, which I think your game's very fun and entertaining. So I think you'll find you'll get the 1% of all those viewers on those YouTube channels or whatever, the 0.01%. They'll be like, I am definitely buying that the day it comes out, and then they'll go and wish list it and stuff. So yeah, I think it could work out either way. But I did an embargo personally because I wanted as many people to click on the link and the link to the Steam store page on day one. Because even that is that can be a number that's useful to Steam's algorithm, is oh wow, this game's getting a lot of page views and I wanted all those YouTube videos and news articles and tweets. I wanted that all to be on the same day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We will see. I picked the other one, so let's see what if it works.
That's interesting.
And we can only
I bet
try
it's gonna
one of
work
them.
out great. I want to get to the second game, Mads, but this has been great. Thanks for coming on to the show and sharing your thoughts about how you made the game and your story, the background and the marketing. It's looking really good. You've done a phenomenal job. And the 17th, that's right, December 17th.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, please wishlist Fireworks Mania. Link is in the description. That would help Mads a lot. Those wishlist numbers make a big... Oh! I just fell through an invisible hole. But okay, I spawned. No, it's looking good. I'm excited to see what you do. And yeah, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
I had something, but I lost it now. Oh yeah, you said, well, launch is you would maybe think that I was kind of stressed out now because launch is like 2 weeks away. But that's another tip for developers. It doesn't work with every game, but it works with a sandbox game at least. Might work with other games. But I've been developing this game from day one, so it's always shippable basically. So that means that I kind of get the core in place, and then I add stuff to that. So first off, walk around the town. Okay, perfect. Spawn and fireworks. Yeah, maybe it ignite itself or something like that, just so you don't have to ignite it. Just making things as simple as possible, but still get the basics of the game through. And then I just add upon that. And that means that the game is, ready now. It was also ready 2 weeks ago or a month ago. It just didn't have the same content. Just keep iterating, getting better and better and better and more content as time goes. So I don't have that everything has to be there at launch day, because I don't know what in a game like this, I don't know what everything is. There is no end on this. It ends when I stop working on it, basically.
That can be overwhelming, but you're right. You can work on it forever.
Yeah, most likely I won't, but I plan on going on with this version for quite a long time, because I really have a lot of stuff that I want to add. But of course, and that's also why I'm launching now, if 10 people buys it, well, I might not spend that much time on it anymore, but it seems like it will be a little different. So I hope so.
Yeah, fingers crossed. You're doing great. Thanks for letting me play your game. Yeah, I think I gave some of my thoughts, but I think the most important thoughts will be from your player base. Then you'll have data. You'll be like, okay, 50% of all players, they really want Steam achievements, and 30% of players, they want an extinguisher and stuff. And that's a really smart way to make a game, honestly. So I wish you luck, and please keep us updated on how it goes. And yeah, I will do my part too to market it on launch day. I'll do a few tweets and stuff.
Thank you. And about the game dev unlock, if we should talk a little about that, I got into that actually only for the Reddit part. But I actually found out afterwards that the Discord is really where the gold is, to be honest.
Cool.
Being part of the community is really, really nice. So
that's great. We're glad you're here. There's been a big experiment on my part, but I'm glad people are liking it. And I think we have some students in the chat now, and we have some friends from YouTube, so this is great. Anyway, okay, I'm going to move on to the next game, but thank you, Mads, and we wish you luck on launch. Go wishlist the game, guys. Fireworks Mania. All right, see you, Mads.
Yeah, see you.
All right, part 2. We have a second game from another GDU student, and this one is called Skyfleet by a guy named Dan. And he's a solo developer. And from what I've seen of this game, it's like a city building, tactical action, like strategy action game that takes place in floating cities in the sky. And yeah, I was gonna play it. Just give some thoughts at the beginning, and then I wanted to show you guys the Steam page and everything, because again, like like Mads did with Fireworks Mania, Skyfleet has a really nice Steam page. And where is it? Skyfleet. Yeah, Skyfleet. And then, so here's what it is. It's a co-op shooter, tower defense, and city building game about defending your floating islands. Drones have invaded and are mining your islands, draining them of life. Build a city above the clouds and gather resources so you can fight back. That's pretty cool. What do we got here? Got a trailer, goes right into the action. That's really good. Maximize this. That's cool. I like the cinematic sound effects. This is cool. See that online co-op, that blows my mind. I could never do that. And versus, nice. I love this ending shot. That I really like. It's like that's your key art, really. And then hopefully, if Dan's available, we might hear from him. But first, I'm gonna play the game. And he did send me a tutorial because it's still, he's still working on it. It's early access, right? So this is the tutorial, and I've never played the game. This is the first thing I've seen about it. The objective is destroy enemy bases. Okay. So goals, first, number 1, build a few turrets to protect your base. Your ship is too weak at the beginning. Okay. Once your base is protected, your next goal should be to collect Duraphyte. Okay. This is probably the valuable resource of the game. There's extractors. And I hope I don't embarrass myself playing this. Because I do like strategy games. I grew up with a lot of them, but it's been a while since I played one recently. And it's not really a strategy game. It's like a real-time action strategy city builder kind of game. Collect Duraphyte by building an extractor near a Duraphyte island. The extractor must be connected to your base by power cables. I suggest using turrets. Man, this is crazy. Once you have Duraphyte, you can use it to upgrade your ship, buy new weapons at the armory, and upgrade health. Shield and max ammo at the bottom left of the screen. That's cool. When you have better weapons, then you should be able to attack the enemy bases and win the game. Cool. I don't know if I'll be able to win the game, but I do want to play for 30, 45 minutes. And I'm just gonna give a stream of consciousness as I play. So let's do this. Skyfleet. Now, I think I've said this before, but the first thing I do is I go to settings, and I think almost everyone does that. And that's looking good. I'm seeing this more and more is links, and you can't see it because my face is there, but there's a Twitter button too. And I bet they work because I keep seeing them over and over again. I keep seeing the link to the Discord, join the community or follow me on Twitter. And what a great way to build a community. Because you need that community. You need their help to find these super fans who will help market your new games and stuff. So all right, I'm gonna hit play. And I guess I could join a public game. I'm not sure. I could create a private game, maybe. We'll see what happens. Oh, this is nice. Okay, cool. Oh, the music is nice. I don't know what I was expecting. Okay, I'm just using WASD to move. Okay. I'm just exploring. Not doing anything too crazy. Charge it. There is a cooldown for the rifle. I can upgrade. It's really cool. Shield, health. Oh, I'm wasting my ammo. Sorry. Don't know what I was thinking. So I'm seeing here there's an island life force. Okay. That's pretty cool. And there's the menu. Oh. I guess Dan said he might join, but you don't have to, Dan, but there's the game ID if you wanted. So yeah, I need to build turrets apparently, and I guess I want a rifle turret, and I see my resources, and I'm guessing, is this my base? I see different colors on the screen, so I'm assuming where I spawned that this is my base, and that I was told in my tutorial. What's going on over here? Oh, okay, this is crazy. We need to protect our base. All right, so if I can build... Oh, cool. So they connect like that. And then what happens if I click it? Okay, that's awesome. Man, I can't imagine making a game like this. The amount of like programming. Oh! Okay, I did it. Let's get more. And I'm hoping I'm not like wasting all of this. Yeah, I want to protect my base. And it looks like, okay, maybe just these colors, there's actually 4 teams. There's yellow, which is me, green, blue, and red. And I guess if this is a private game, also maybe I shouldn't have done a private game, I'm not sure. And then I'm thinking this is like the time, like is this, I'm looking at the top left, and is that like the time limit between like when things get crazier, like wave 2, wave 3? This is cool. Get out of here, jerk. Although, okay, so how do so build, grows iridium, okay. Okay, this is fun. Factory, I need one of those. I want to build it over here so it's like a little protected from enemies. Let's see, I see like a dude on the mini map right over here. What is this guy doing? What do you think? Oh wait, oh, I can fire. Okay, I didn't realize that. Yes! Am I dying? Okay. So how do I heal myself? And again, like, I'm just talking as I play. Like, I'll probably find out the answer soon enough, but this is just the things that go through my head. And then okay, so I guess maybe there's a point of feedback. I can guess that yellow is the iridium, I'm guessing, maybe. I don't know what this... Is the purple the one, the Duraphyte? Is that what this is, and that's why I need to harvest it? I'm just guessing there. Yeah, it's a beautiful game. I love the atmospheric. What you've done is, like, with Dan, you've done a great job, like, differentiating the foreground from the background, and you just did that using fog, from what I can tell. It's this haze on the surface, and so there's a lot going on there. There's trees and everything. Oh, shoot. There's trees and everything, but it doesn't get lost with the rest of the game. Oh, wait, is that a repair shop? Is that what that is? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. Oh, is that you? I forgot what they're called. Sorry. Iridium. Okay. This is good. One thing of feedback that popped in my head. Oh, so yeah, these things have the name. I guess I was hoping that the name would be connected to this as well. I had no idea that was a repair ship island, or islands can repair your ship, but doing so drains the island of life, which makes the game harder. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, like any game, and you're still in the middle of development, Dan, but having a tutorial at the beginning, even if it's just like little pop-ups that you can go like skip through before you start, it makes a big difference. But no, that makes sense now. Okay, any island can repair my ship. I wonder if there's a way to heal myself. Oh shoot! More turrets. Realizing. Yeah, the turrets. They're saving my butt. I don't know how to heal myself yet. So yeah, I'm kind of like trying to think, like where is Duraphyte? Maybe I should just look around for Duraphyte. Oh, okay. Oh wait, I need the extractor though. Okay. Leave me alone. But I'm feeling like the best strategy is to like play chicken in a way, you know? Okay, I need to build an extractor. And I'm guessing I can... can I not build an extractor? Oh wait, I have to build it. Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm learning as I go. But the mechanics, they make a lot of sense to me. Is that not gonna work? They really don't like me. Okay, interesting. Okay, cool. I didn't lose my progress. I guess what's going through my mind is, okay, like how do I, oh, here's a bank. I can't build that. I can't build anything, actually. Oh, there we go. So I'm just curious, like, what the farm does. Okay, that harvests iridium. Oh, wait, why is the power off? Do I need to build a generator of some kind? I'm getting this. Oh, there's the power generator. I did not know that. If it is off, although the turrets work without the power. So yeah. This is cool. It makes me want to... Oh wait, now I can build a power generator. Okay, now that's working. I'm getting it. And this is like, again, I'm not like the most super strategy game player that much. How you guys doing in the chat? I've been so like focused on learning these games. I really don't like the music. I love the music. Do not change the music. It's very relaxing. I guess you could do like, if there was like a confrontation, maybe you could like look into like dynamic music, like players systems or something. But yeah, this game is really nice. Daisy chain the turrets. I think they are kind of daisy chained. Maybe. What happens if I build it? So if I do another, so I can't click it. I think they work automatically. But now it's looking like it's not on. Because some of them are green. Oh wait, here's this fancy stuff. Whoops, sorry, not that. Oh, I need 100 of those. Well, maybe I can go to my farm, which is cool. All right, wait, is that 140? I'm close. Set music. Is that better? I don't want it too loud, but I do. The music is pretty nice. I'm so close to getting an extractor. So if this is Duraphyte... Oh wait, okay, that works. Oh shoot! No, that was so dumb! That was so dumb on my part. Okay, I get it now. Oh, I need more. Oh, you're still blowing up. But maybe. Okay. No, this is cool. I want to keep playing. Like, I could literally see myself. Yes! Well, that's good news. Which means I can build an extractor now. But leave me alone. That was my fault. But I'm feeling pretty confident, even though I'm dying a lot. But now I understand. And just so you guys know, Dan did say like, oh, the game is still way early in development, and there's no tutorial. But that's literally like the only thing I can think of that like threw me for a loop. Was like, I just needed like a basic explanation, which I had that. I had that little I had that little, you know, image that definitely put me in the right direction. Yeah, sometimes, you know, like what we learned in Fireworks Mania, you just gotta play around. And this is the embarrassing thing, is like you get to watch me like mess up big time. especially if I'm not like the biggest like real-time strategy. It's not real-time strategy. It is an action game, but it's like a city builder at the same time. It's a really cool like combo of stuff you can do, and that it's online. Oh, man, this is good, guys. No, what are you doing? Oh man, they're so mean. This is cool. Maybe we should see if Dan wants to talk, the developer of the game. Should we try that? And maybe like we'll join a game. I'm just gonna turn down this stuff. But yeah, I'm not doing too hot. So let's go. Let's see if Dan shows up, and if not, that's cool too. Hey Dan, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, how's it going?
Pretty good. Thanks for playing the game.
This is awesome. I want to keep playing, and for me, I have a lot of ADHD tendencies, and that's like a big compliment. I don't know. I think that's like a compliment on my part at least, is like I want to just keep going and learning and like try to defeat the enemy team.
Yeah, it definitely needs some tutorials and helpers and things. One thing is the power. The red on the buildings doesn't have power, so you need power generators.
Right. Yes. Let's do that. I think I have some Uridium. And these enemies are aggressive. How did you go about doing the AI?
The AI it's pretty simple. It's a state machine, and basically it attacks the player if the player's near. If it's not, then it attacks the building. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, it is. Like, I'm not much, again, I do like the minimalist adventure games. But yeah, the enemies are like, it reminds me of like I'm playing, those old games. I used to be obsessed with a game like back in the 2000s called Outpost 2 and Total Annihilation.
Yeah, I remember Total Annihilation.
Yeah, and those games were awesome. And that's what it reminds me of, and it's just cool that you could do it by yourself, really. Okay, so power generator, where should a power generator go?
Anywhere. It powers the whole grid, so anything that's connected to it through power cables. So
yeah, I did have a generator, I think. Oh wait, is that it? No, that's the ammo factory. Okay,
cool. If you click on the power generator, it'll tell you how much power is generated, and then so you can kind of see how many you need to build.
So yeah, like, what's your hopes for this game? Like, do you want it to be a multiplayer only game, or do you want this to have missions, like a single player game? What are you hoping to do?
It's a little tricky because it's server based only. My next game, I'm gonna do that differently and be single player also. But so this one, my plan is to make it public games that are co-op, and then you can create a private game and have people join, and the private game can be like a co-op or versus or other game modes maybe.
Very cool. Oh, I lost all my Iridium. No, this is cool. I love base building games, and it has the action component. Your Steam page was really nice. Yeah, I think, and this probably is more has to do with me than your game, but yeah, I think just having an easy mode for beginners like myself would help me not get destroyed so fast. These guys are, I don't know how they're building so much stuff so fast.
Yeah, true. I'm kind of hoping that other people would be there to help out. It's co-op, so maybe with other people it'll be a little easier. But yeah, totally.
That's true. If you wanted, you can join my game, but whatever you want. I just did I did the private server thing, the game ID. Oh, I need Iridium.
So LSN.
Oh yeah, it is LSNWDW.
Something's not working, I think.
I hit private server. Maybe do I have to like? Oh wait, there you are.
Yeah, there we go. Got it work.
Danimal, this is awesome. Okay, I feel like the cavalry's arrived now, and you're like, the architect of this universe is gonna save me.
So definitely need some power generators.
So how long have you been working on Skyfleet?
Let me turn down the music. I've been working on it since May, so like 9-10 months.
Wait, are you serious? That's a pretty short amount of time.
I've been working part-time for most of the time, so that helps a lot.
That's so cool. Man, so working part-time to pay the bills, and you've been working on this since May. That's really impressive. I was working full-time, making the first tree, and that still took about 2 years, maybe 18 months. Oh, cool.
Yeah, hoping another 6 months maybe I can have it out. But really have no idea. Still a lot to do.
Yeah, no, that's fun. What are like some of your inspirations for this game?
It kind of came from IO games. I made a couple IO games previously, and that's kind of where I learned to do the networking. And so this is kind of just a more complicated IO game.
Very cool. Yeah, I don't even know like the first thing that really goes into like the networking. Oh, our whole fleet's been destroyed. Yeah, I just got kicked out. But
yeah, we lost.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, did I have a certain amount of lives? Is that how it works?
They must have destroyed our base. So while we were over there messing with the tractor, they came behind and destroyed the base. If you do a public game, it's easier to join.
Okay. All right, I joined the public game. Man, this is cool. I can't believe like you've done the networking and everything. What kind of like networking systems do you use like to get this going? And I'm assuming this is Unity.
Yeah, this is Unity. The server's in Java, and the server is just TCP and UDP. There's no libraries. So the whole game is in Java, and then Unity is only just to display things basically.
Oh, very cool. Man, so you've worked as like a developer and engineer for a long time?
I've worked as a 3D artist for 16 years.
Wow.
Dreaming I've just learned on my own.
No way. So how much of like this game is like public assets and how much is stuff you've made from scratch?
The 3D art is all stuff from scratch. Except for the islands, I did start from a asset I bought. But the 3D art's all from scratch.
That's amazing. Like, good job. Like, the only way I was able to finish my game was a lot of repurposing assets and using stock asset websites like Turbo Squid and Pond 5. But no, this is awesome. And just the fact that it's online too is pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's my strength, so that's the easy part. Programming is the hard part, and then the marketing and all the other stuff.
Yeah, has marketing been a challenge for you? Has it helped, like, has GDU helped you at all in anything?
Yeah, GDU has helped a ton. The marketing, just to learn how to do it, the Instagram and the Twitter and everything, and then also the community. I haven't done too much marketing yet. Which was pretty bad until about 2 weeks ago. So I plan on now to market more and try to build up Wishlist.
Right. Yeah. It's honestly like it's a drop by drop accumulation, and it takes so much. You know, it can be annoying and it's slog to get through pretty much, but each time like you have something that even gets a little bit of traction. And for a game like this, I'm trying to think like places you could market it, like Imager for sure, and also Reddit, and there's got to be like base, like city building, like fan websites, or even like the Steam forums, like talking about, hey, check out my game, for fans of like the games like I used to grow up with that I loved, but also with like an action twist. Yeah, it's fun. Like it just needs like a little bit of telling people what it is, so they get it right off the bat within 5 seconds of looking at it. And I think your trailer's good, your Steam page is really good. Yeah, it just takes time, I think, and you fail like when you post. Oh, does this need a power? Does this need, oh, the power's off. So do we need to build more power?
Needs iridium. But yeah, it's I'm hoping over like 6 months I can slowly build up Wishlist. Hopefully that's enough time.
Yeah. By the way, to all the people watching, we got 100 people watching, 107 people watching. Go Wishlist Skyfleet. I'm really enjoying it so far, and it has enough depth, but also like it's simple enough just to like kind of like figure it out on the fly, and then it's online. So yeah, guys, if you could help out Dan and wishlist his game, I'm sure that'd mean a lot to him. So yeah, link in the description, please check it out. Okay, did the power come back on?
Yeah, we got some power. I need some iridium in there.
I love when I can attack the enemies without them being able to reach me, but I can reach them. It's satisfying. But yeah,
So
if I didn't know about the turrets, like you said, I probably would have it would have taken me a little bit longer, but I would have been able to figure it out hopefully eventually. But I'm so glad you sent me that tip sheet.
yeah, I need to do a tutorial and little pop-ups and stuff. Kind of explain it. Hopefully that's enough.
Could you explain what this? It says wave 4 and stuff in the upper left. Now it says wave 5 in the upper left corner.
Oh yeah, so it's kind of a tower defense. So the enemies come in waves, and there's different types of waves. And there's one for each base. And then also the islands, the island life force you see at the top, that's the life of all the islands combined. And so the enemies are draining them of life, and as they drain it of life, the number goes down, the game gets harder.
Okay.
So if you kill more enemies, it kind of stops that number from going down. And if you repair your ship, it goes down more.
Okay. No, that's making sense. Cool. I'm learning. Everyone. I'm usually not streaming when I'm learning a game, but everyone has to like kind of figure it out on the fly, and they experiment, they mess up, and then they discover the rules of the game. So the mechanics are solid here. Yeah, I think the one thing I was gonna say is if there was some way to adjust the difficulty, which maybe that'd be too hard to add at this point. I don't know, but it always helps so it doesn't scare away. And that happens with every game developer. Really, is they get so used to their own game, and that when a newcomer comes in, they don't realize like how like inexperienced they are compared to the new players. But yeah, it's fun.
This is pretty early. Haven't had a lot of people play test it, and haven't really balanced a lot of stuff.
Well, no, for how early it is, I just can't believe how solid it is. The UI is solid, the mechanics are solid. It's exciting, and the visuals, like you need it. It stinks to hear this, but you kind of need every ingredient to line up if you want to like grab people's attention. And it can be it's a big ask for people, but like for game developers, like to do everything right. But that's how competitive it is now. So if we have the Durafite, can I get a new gun?
You need an armory, and then you can buy your Durafite. If we could get another island, it would go faster. So here's an armory, top left.
Okay, cool. Oh, sweet. Okay, and we're still mining. Could I put another extractor near the Durafite, or is it only one per island?
Only one per island, but there are the green dots on the mini map are the islands.
Oh, okay. I thought that was another team. Okay, got it. Well, I only have 4 bullets left.
Oh, we need some power.
Oh no, get away from me. I love how it's multiplayer too, that you can just hop on a game real quick with me. I've been getting so into Phasmophobia, and I just love the teamwork aspect of it and how it's made by a solo developer, and it does get me thinking like one day maybe I could make a multiplayer game. It's possible, at least. Like, it's amazing like the tools you have available nowadays. Oh shoot.
Yeah, it's not too complicated. I think the way I did it was simpler than a lot of the Unity libraries. It's kind of all in your Unity. The server and the client's all in the Unity. In this way, the game is totally separate from Unity. That kind of made things easier.
Yeah. So wait, sorry, remind me. The game is Unity, but the server's all JavaScript?
Java, not JavaScript.
Oh, Java, okay.
But yeah.
That's right, because I saw the Unity. You had the little Unity splash screen. That's very cool. So yeah, like, how long have you been, do you work professionally as an engineer in your part-time work? You do freelance?
I work as a 3D artist.
Right.
I work 2 days a week at 343, and then in 2 months I'm gonna go. Contract ends, so I'm gonna be full time on this. I kind of have a backup plan. I think I can go back to my job if I need to. So it's scary, but I have a backup plan.
Man,
It'll give me a lot more time to work on this.
Yeah. No, I wish you luck. I think you have something special here. And like, yeah, just the fact that you can just hop on a public game so fast. But yeah, I wish you luck. I just found out I was working as a technical artist at The Void before I quit and became full-time indie. And I just found out that they shut down because of COVID. So everyone lost their jobs, and it's just a bummer. It's just the industry is tough all around. Indie's tough. Oh, I'm out of ammo. I'm dead. It's just tough all around, but it's tough because it's competitive, you know. So you just gotta keep going. You gotta like keep trying to differentiate yourself. Okay, I'm dying like every 2 seconds, but it's because I don't think I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, hopefully this works out, but will definitely be hard to. Yeah, it's tough on a job and everything.
But yeah, that would be fun. Like the dream job, though. Just like able to work on this and doing. Have you seen like any revenue from like the .io games that you used to make?
They make a few dollars from ads, but it's really not very much. This is like my first Steam game.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's my experience too. Like I did get quite lucky with the first tree, but it was mostly just like, for instance, like Xbox doesn't make a ton every month. PlayStation doesn't make a ton every month, but when you add up like all 6 platforms together, then it starts to become a livable wage for the first time. And I did get quite lucky with the Switch release. The Switch release did so well, I could probably just live off of that alone. But that was in 2018, and now when indie developers are releasing on Switch, and it's just kind of, they're like not seeing those kind of numbers at all anymore. So yeah, but at each like release, each project, it just accumulates, and it's like a drop by drop accumulation. And then maybe one day you could quit your job and focus, just keep making new games to keep adding to the revenue you make. But it's very possible. It just takes a while, you know.
Yeah, the IO games don't make really any money, but they're still being played, and there's a Discord, and people hang out there and play them, and they've been really helpful to kind of give feedback on this. And, those are my, I guess, beta testers, I guess. So,
yeah. I'm also, have you played Risk of Rain 2?
No.
The wave mechanic, you know, like tower defense, it's kind of different. Because it's not like tower defense really in Risk of Rain 2, but I'd encourage you to play that, because this is kind of the same kind of idea that the enemy waves get stronger and stronger the longer you continue.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I kind of got it from Warcraft 2 mods. There were some custom games that were tower defense where you had the same kind of thing. Some of them were even multiplayer where you play against other. You send enemy waves to other players.
Oh, cool. That's very cool. Yeah, I'm seeing like all the upgrades on the lower left: max health, max shield. How much? Oh, I just died. I accidentally quit the game like an idiot, so I lost all my Durafite.
Yeah, I plan on adding more weapons, more turrets, and then versus mode.
Oh yeah, the versus mode. I saw it in the trailer. The trailer's really good. Did you edit that yourself?
Yeah, I did that myself. It was a learning experience. I guess the second one I did for it.
It's very cool. Like, yeah, you do have to wear a lot of hats doing the indie dev thing, but you have like, yeah, if you're a 3D artist, you know, like doing part-time works, 3D artist, and you got the programming chops. That's a rare like combination. You don't see that a lot, actually.
Yeah, I've just always on the side just had little side projects of making small games and learned programming that way.
That's awesome. No, this is a great game. I love playing it. I will, I think it's time. I'm probably gonna do a Q&A in the chat now for a little bit.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks.
But this has been awesome. I wish you luck. I hope you let us know how launch goes. But yeah, you have something special here. I'm excited to keep playing it. I think like the only big feedback I would give is maybe just a little like smoother difficulty. Just like a difficulty curve. And then of course I know like you're still it's way early in development. But yeah, with the tutorial, I think it's unstoppable. Like it'd just be a solid, you'll just know exactly what to do, and it plays off all those genres that people love already. So yeah, I'm excited for you, man.
Thanks. Yeah, this has been really helpful. This is kind of the first time people have I've seen someone play it, so it's really helpful. Really?
No, like for how polished it is, like I find that like that's kind of crazy, which yeah is a compliment. So well done. I wish you luck, and yeah, let us know how the launch goes and how we can help market it. And yeah, everyone watching, please go wishlist Skyfleet on Steam, because it is like these 2 games today have been so much fun. I'm really impressed. All right. Thank you so much, Dan. I'm getting out now, and I wanted to talk to the chat for a little bit. I've been playing for, where am I at? An hour and 40 minutes. Whew. I'm so like tired because I'm still on paternity leave actually. But yeah, that was fun, and we got to hear the developers talk about it, and I just find that really inspiring. Let's switch to the main camera. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. This has been a Feedback Friday number 4, and I hope you would like go wishlist those 2 games, because that helps indie developers so much. And I know even if you're saying, oh, I don't, I can't afford it, just the wish list helps. Or it helps the all-knowing algorithm on Steam. So yeah, life is good for me. I wanted to do this Feedback Friday because, I promised Mads I would, and his launch is coming up. But thank you, Dan, for throwing your game out there so we could do 2-game Feedback Friday. And I'm looking at the chat now, and I echo what everyone's saying. It looks amazing, and it plays amazing. Yeah, it's just a really it fits. It's bringing back those good memories I had of Command and Conquer and Outpost 2 and Total Annihilation. And then of course I was obsessed with city builder games like SimCity and stuff back in the day. Makes me I get so stuck in the same genres I like now, which is basically first person anything. And I forget as a kid I played every type of game ever. And it's cool that in Games I've Unlocked and GDU we have so many different genres of people making their games and sharing them with the world. So yeah, if you guys wanted to join, we'd love to have you join the school. There's a link in the description, like always. And I think, man, what's the coupon code? We did have Black Friday sale, but I do have this one that is working still. That one's for 30% off if you guys are interested in joining. Because we had 2 kind of testimonials just now. We had Mads and Dan say how much they love the community. And it's fun. We share each other the trailers we make. We share we just give feedback. If someone needs a quick Photoshop job done, people just do it real quick to help each other out. Yeah, it's really something special, and it's only special because of the people that have joined. So thank you to our current GDU students. It means a lot to me. This has been a big experiment. And I had the decision after quitting my job. I had a decision if I wanted to make more games or if I had just been invited to speak at GDC, which was crazy. That was an honor. And I loved teaching about what I've learned so much. I was maybe I should do a full school. But I was if I do that, I probably won't make a game for a while. But I went into it because I love video production, I love teaching, and I love game development. And so far it's been an awesome experience. I'm learning I need more help. I am the worst people manager, so the idea of hiring people makes me nauseous. But sometimes you need to find somebody you trust and really get help with video editing and all the things that go into running a business, really. Because as an indie developer, for so long I was a hobbyist, and it was just something I did for fun. And then when it became my full-time job, everything changed. It really made it was quite different than I was anticipating. And I had to hire financial advisors. I had to hire a 401k person to set up my account for retirement. I had to set up all these new bank accounts. It was crazy. So yeah, enjoy the hobbyist time. Make games for fun, and if it makes a little bit of side income, that's great. You could buy a new computer, buy a new game if it makes only a little bit. That's okay. You did it for fun, right? But yeah, doing making games as a job when your family depends on it and you need to pay the mortgage and buy food, it changes the dynamic a little bit. So yeah, there's never been a better time ever to make games, and there's never been a better time in the world to publish games on consoles, on mobile. I'm going to do a video about the mobile launch of the first tree, which took up a lot of my time, and I'm so glad I did it. Spoiler alert, Android did not do well. But yeah, I'm learning stuff new every day, All right, okay. I've been talking a lot. And this is a live stream, but also this wasn't a Q&A. This was a Feedback Friday for our students at GDU. So thank you again, Dan and Mads, for helping. But I did want to just answer questions for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to probably take a nap because I didn't sleep well because of the new baby. But yeah, who do we got here? You guys have any questions I could help you with? And also, I do have a FAQ on my website. Here, let me grab it real quick. And I'll send you a link. Because I do get I get countless questions every day, and I love helping people. I'm learning though, to be totally frank, like I can't help the whole world. I can't, like when my inbox is exploding and have no sleep and my family needs me, I just can't answer every email is what I'm learning. But that's why I made the FAQ. So if you want to like go there, you can, and read about some common answers to questions I get a lot. All right. Cursed Toast. I know you hired help for console ports, but for an experienced programmer, is the certification process really that bad for a solo dev, or is the help a must? Usually I try to like see both sides and like not take strong opinions. Just for some reason, that's how my personality is. But I'm going to be brave and say, do not do it solo, even if you're an experienced programmer. Because even though I had an experienced programmer with me, helping me, and he had been through certification before, which that's the hard part. Because not only is there code you have to do, which maybe if you're an experienced programmer, maybe it wouldn't be that hard. You have to deal with save systems. You have to deal with engagement, meaning like which player has which controller and how to disable it. There is like those things, which isn't the end of the world if you're an experienced developer. But what kills people, and it's literally what makes grown men cry, is the endless amounts of documentation with all these tiny little rules, and that you miss one, you miss a rule, you go into the front of the queue for like to go for the approval process, and then you wait a week, and then you say, oh, hey, you missed this one thing, you spelled this word wrong, or hey, you didn't do like a timeout after 5 seconds, didn't you read that little asterisk near that note that said you can't do that? And then it will just all these small little rules. And that's why just having someone who's done it before, they know all the gotchas. They know like which things will screw you up. So that's why I highly recommend getting help. I think it's smart. And then that way you're not reinventing the wheel, and you have somebody who's done it before and they know how to avoid all the normal pitfalls that come with console development. So yeah, I hope that helps. Cursed Toast. All right. Cool beans. Quick question. So I want to get into the game development industry, but specifically the VR side of that industry. Do you think this will pay off? Okay, I'm going to be totally honest again. I'm going to trying to be more honest. VR is a tough sell. And I was just saying recently to, just a few minutes ago, I was talking to Dan about how I worked at the Void. And I got to tell you, like, we were the top of the top. Like, we were the creme de la creme of the VR industry, really. Like, we had Disney on our side. Epic was investing. Disney was investing. Sony was investing. We had so many, like, companies because they've said that, oh, if this is going to be a VR company that takes off, it's going to be this one. And I know it was location-based VR, like an attraction service, and COVID really put a dent in that. But yeah, like I know the Quest 2 is doing well, and people really like the Quest 2. It's still like it's such a small niche. Hold on, let me find something to answer your question real quick. Oh, where is it? I found the coolest little graphic about all game revenue ever. I'm not seeing it. I'm just trying to Google it, but I guess it's not here. Shoot. Okay, sorry. So anyway, this stat basically covered every penny that's been spent in the gaming industry since the 70s. So starting with arcades and then going to like consoles, then mobile, then VR and PC. And VR was like the smallest little blip of like lifetime revenue compared to mobile, compared to PC and even console. But honestly, here's the thing too. Picking like a niche that you're really passionate about and being the best of the best in that specific field of study, that does make a difference, but you have to be committed to it. Like do it for years and years. Like I said, the Void, I have all these like VR experts. Like they invented stuff that worked with VR, and they're having a hard time finding a job too. And it's because you have to be the best of the best, if that makes sense. So yeah, if there's two ways you could go at it. You could like just become like a Unity or Unreal generalist, and then you know the VR stuff, and then you could work at like I don't know, an architectural firm and like help do VR walkthroughs for clients. Or you could, like, I don't know, just down the street, there's a big giant jacuzzi company in Utah, and they hired a whole VR division. And, you know, they're not living in Silicon Valley. They're probably not getting paid six figures, but they get to do VR for hot tubs every day. So does that make sense? Like, I'm just trying to temper your expectations. But yeah, start somewhere. And if VR is your true passion, then do it. But yeah, being a generalist in 3D and Unity, that's a valuable skill. All right, the rise of gaming revenue visualized. Yes, thank you. Thank you. What was your name? JTL. Thank you so much. That's it. I'm going to find it real quick. That's it. Okay, hold on a second. Open image in new tab. I wish it wasn't low res version. And then here, let's try this. Yes. All right. Check this out, guys. So how big it is by 2020, that's kind of like where we're at right now. And look at consoles, like here's the Atari crash right here. And then Super Nintendo and the NES and Super Nintendo came out, and there was kind of like a nice big flood of cash. But yeah, consoles is 33 billion, PC is 40 billion. Mobile, what the heck? $85 billion. Which, of course, let's be honest, it's like probably 90% Fortnite and Candy Crush. Like, there's no way it's like my mobile launch was a huge success, and it's nothing compared to PC. It's not doing. The numbers are a little less than console or PC. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, there's VR. It's pink. I think it's the pink line right here, pink purple, and then cloud gaming, which I'm guessing is Stadia. So yeah. That was it. Thank you so much for the tip. Glad I could find it. Anyway, where was I? I could probably answer a few more questions. I'm ready to go to bed. Lots of mobile money. Yeah. Remember when we thought Angry Birds was the biggest mobile game to ever be? That was like the first one, wasn't it? Wasn't that the one that was like, oh, like there's hundreds of millions of people playing it? And it wasn't free to play at first, right? I swear, like, you bought it? Was it free to play? I can't remember. But yeah, that spawned so many movies. It spawned an industry pretty much. I see The Sims in there. Yeah, The Sims. That was such a good game. Any other questions I can help you guys with? If you want to get a job for adult AAA, you can only really do Unreal, to be honest. And I can kind of see, like, I could like argue against that a little bit, but you're mostly right for AAA. Like, think about the games that have come out with Unreal, like Jedi Fallen Order. Was Control done in Unreal? I feel like it. No, maybe it wasn't. It's Remedy Games. Anyway, there are a lot of Unreal Engine games, and they are the AAA. In fact, we went from the Void, which we were scrappy startup at the beginning. We did Unity, and it was possible. Like, we did Ghostbusters in Unity, but then for Star Wars and with Disney's involvement, they were like, "Oh, you got to use Unreal. Like, what are you doing?" No, we could have made it work with Unity, I'm sure, but Unreal, like, it is like. Just having the source code open helps these AAA companies a lot, I think. And it's usually, like a 5% royalty. Anyway, a question. Do you have an LLC? Yes. When I first started off, I didn't. I didn't want to get bogged down. Anything that distracted me from finishing a game that I knew wasn't going to make a lot of money. Like, I kind of hoped it would, but I wasn't expecting much. The risk of me, like, not finishing my game was a little more risky than me getting sued by some random dude. So I worked as a self-proprietor, is that what it is? Solo proprietor on Steamworks. And that just means it's you. There's no like legal barrier between you and your game. And the only it's a big downside. If you do not have an LLC, then if someone sued you, they could go after your car and your house and all your personal assets. So yeah, it's serious. So what you do is you just create a single member LLC if you're a solo developer. And that way, if someone were to like sue you, they would sue only your organization and not your personal life. So your company assets. But that means you have to divide up all your business assets. Like you have to get a business bank account, a business credit card. Every Unity asset you buy needs to be on your business card, stuff like that. It needs to be divided very well and clean. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. LLC is a good idea. Like honestly, it probably takes only a couple hours really to do it. So it is a wise thing to do, and it costs maybe $50 a year. Depends what state you're in. In California, it's way more expensive. But yeah, LLC is a wise idea. You should do it. Honestly, the thing is, anyone should do it. If you have an Etsy shop, you should do it. If you're selling on eBay, you should do it. But if you don't, I'm not a lawyer, but you probably will be fine. But don't quote me on that. You never know what could happen. That's what's crazy. It's just to avoid risk. Like that's it. It's a probability game. Okay. How about one more question, guys? Franco says, I want to get into the game dev industry. Should I start using Unreal straight ahead? This is by far the most common question I get. I think I say it in the FAQ, and it's always the variation of Unity or Unreal, Unity or Unreal. And everyone has opinions on it. And here's my hot take. And I'm dead serious about this opinion of mine. Doesn't matter. Unity or Unreal. Doesn't matter what you start with. What matters more, 1,000,000 times more than what tool you choose, is if you'll stick with it. And that's what I found out with Unity, is like I've used Unreal. I used Unreal at the Void. And it's a powerful tool. Personally, I just jived with Unity better, and especially with Playmaker. Playmaker, which is for visual scripting, right? And that's like the wrong thing to do, is to use Playmaker for a whole game. But I did it anyway because I knew I could stick with it and I could finish games. And I finished 2 games with Playmaker, Home is Where One Starts and The First Tree. And that changed my life. You know what I mean? If I had said, got to do Unreal, that's what all the AAA studios use, I might have given up, personally. That was just me. Maybe it's vice versa for you. So if you do want to get in the games industry, you need finished pieces in your portfolio. That's the honest truth. You need like finished projects, finished games on Steam. If someone, like I've interviewed people when I was at the Void, and people who had a finished app on the App Store, I was like, whoa. That is a big deal, because honestly, I didn't see it that much. It actually sets you apart to have a finished game out there. Even if it's really basic, it shows that you can finish stuff and that you can release it from beginning to end, because that's what really matters, is to get the product out there and start. From a business point of view, is just get revenue. And how do you get revenue? You finish games, you put them out there, you publish them. So yeah, it depends. There's a lot of variables. Like if you're working solo, if you're working with a team, if you know C++ for some reason, or you like Blueprints, or you like Playmaker, which they're very different but kind of similar. Yeah, both tools are great. That's the honest truth too. Unity, Unreal, they're both great. They're both free for the most part. So just pick one that will help you finish projects, and that's how you can get in the gaming industry, is by having finished projects under your belt. But yeah, I want to play with Unreal more, because I love Epic Games, and I love it's one of the best. It's one of the best engines out there with Unity, Unreal. It's like Coke and Pepsi. They both like rule the planet, right? So yeah, I want to play with Unity. I want to play with Unreal more, because yeah, you can get different tools for different purposes and stuff like that. But yes, I would agree that one of the chatters said more AAA studios use Unreal, and the C++ is that's like an industry standard, and it's an ancient language, been around for like 30 years. So it's like what everyone uses, even with their current tools. At an old AAA game studio, they probably still have legacy tools that are in C++, even if they're using different languages, which I doubt. That's if you want to be a developer, which I don't want to be a developer. So yeah, it just depends. There's a lot of variables into a question like that, which is why it's hard to answer. Everyone always says Unity or Unreal. It's something I can't really answer you can't really answer unless you know more about that person, and who knows yourself more than you. You know what like your weaknesses and your pitfalls you could fall into. So yeah, just if you don't know, then try both and just try to make a short, simple game using both tools. Like just spend a day in Unity making a simple game, and then spend a day in Unreal making a simple game. All right, this has been fun, guys. Thanks for watching these games. Please wishlist. Go in the link in the description and please wishlist Skyfleet and wishlist Fireworks Mania. And I'm excited for these two games because they both like have huge potential to reach a huge audience, and that's harder. That's easier said than done. That's for sure. Because even though my game was a success in some ways, it wasn't. It didn't have the potential. It was a specific niche subgenre. So it wasn't possible. Like, there wasn't going to be a huge audience of core gamers saying, oh yeah, I love running around as a fox for 2 hours. It's so much fun. Some people love it. A lot of people, they would say it's boring. It's not for them, and that's fine. But when you have like a huge crossover hit potentially, especially if it's online like Skyfleet, or you have the sandbox game that's like Fireworks Mania, that gets exciting. And people, the streamers see it, they get excited, they want to play it. If PewDiePie plays Fireworks Mania because of that firework in the game, I will freak out. That will be so exciting. But yeah, this has been great. Thanks, guys. Thanks, John. I'm glad it was a good stream. I feel like my brain is half awake. I'm still going to take paternity leave. Probably till, honestly, like it's December. It's still COVID time. I'm probably just going to take it till the January 1st. And then I'm going to finish the online school, which we have a bunch of new videos coming in the online school for paid members. And then I want to do a video on the mobile launch about my launch numbers, because some really cool things happened. Spoiler for iOS, not on Android. And I'll talk about what went wrong with Android. Yeah, I've been learning a lot, and it's fun being like a full-time game developer. But yeah, having a new baby and doing all this can get exhausting. But yeah, this has been great. Have a good rest. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for the good questions. Thanks for watching. How many viewers we have? We had 83. Man, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we had around 120 or something earlier. And yeah, thanks, Raphael. Glad you're in the course. And yeah, please check out the links in the YouTube description. That would mean a lot to the developers and to me. All right. Thanks for tuning in to Feedback Friday. Have a great rest of your week. And yeah, thanks for watching.